What's up, all you action figure lovers out there? It's Master Marvel here once again, bringing you another action figure review. And then tonight I'm going to be talking about kind of a wish list of a few figures that I'd like to see Hasbro revisit and redo and upgrade on them. Just something things that I think really need a good upgrade on. And real quick, also, this video is not for kids. This is for adults and adult collectors only. So if you're under the age of 13, go ahead and get out of here now and come back when you're old enough, man. And you can check out all my shit. So back to it. One of the first ones I want to talk about is Ultron. Yes, this is probably from early, Return of Marvel Legends. And I believe it was actually in a Iron Man wave. And it was okay for its time, but it just seems a little small by today's standards now. Excuse me. Ultron should be a little taller. Like, if you take in this, regular, you got Bucky Cap mold here, this Daredevil here. He's not much taller, and I feel like he should be like at least an inch taller than him. So yeah, I'd like to see upgrades on Ultron for sure. And also with this, I brought this out just randomly, but, I know we've gotten recently, before this, we got this classic red costume, and then we got the first appearance costume. But that was without the boots and the gloves. I'd like to see them continue to use this, but give us his other colors. So that really wasn't one of my ideas. I wasn't even going to talk about that, but since I grabbed him, I figured I'd mention that. Because I would like to see that. Oh, son of a bitch. Stay. Alright, so yeah. Ultron being one of the ones for sure I'd like to see an upgrade on. And I think eventually they will. I mean, why not? Because he was relevant. Of course, he was in the big screen in our movies, and he's a big part of the Marvel universe. So we need a proper representation of him in our 6-inch comic book scale. So, all right, Hasbro, if you're listening, let's see that guy soon. Alright, we'll pull him over here for a minute and bring out the next one I want to talk about. And I think this is something we'll probably get soon too, because of the news we've recently heard about, the rights for Disney and stuff, the Marvel Studios with the Hulk and everything. So they can actually maybe be able to do a solo Hulk movie again. But yeah, I feel like if they do that, they probably will be bringing this guy around. But we haven't seen him since the Hulk Face-Off 2-pack. We have the leader here. And there were two different versions of this. You got the alien butt head like I've got here. And you had like the elongated head version. Both of them were actually good. But this is the one that I've got. So, yeah, I mean, he still stands up, I guess, with our Marvel Legends. I didn't realize how loose that head was on there. Something's up with that. I don't remember it always being that loose. But, I mean, he does have a heavy head. So, yeah, I'd really like to see that. And we almost even, in phase 1 of the Avengers and stuff, when they first did the Hulk movie with Edward Norton in it, he was teased in the end of the movie. With, what was it? Mr. Blue or whatever. I can't remember. But yeah, they showed him in the end of the movie after Abomination, done fucked his shit up. Destroyed his lab, and his head was like starting to get big and shit on the floor, and he's smiling. Yeah, so that was the leader. I'd like to see them redo this figure. Be nice to have one that's got an ab crunch and stuff like that, but you know, I don't think the paint details are going to be as good as the Toy Biz days, but nonetheless, we need another leader. So that's that. I'll get him over to this side because I have one more just right offhand that I wanted to talk about. I know that he did get an upgrade recently, a more comic book, you know, how do you say it? I guess how he is now in the comic books. Boy, this guy needs some work done to him. Definitely needs some glue to hold that shit down. But I'd like to see a classic version done. And we have our Luke Cage here. And I never did get that other Luke Cage figure that came out. I'd like to get it, but it still even wasn't the greatest thing. But yeah, I'd like to see a, you know, classic version of Luke Cage for our display. Because this was, you see how my belt kind of just separated, and it's stiff, man. It's just sticking out there now. I can't, I'm gonna have to glue that back down. Shit, I don't even think it needs to be heated and stretched too, because it won't even line back up where there's a little notch that kind of fits into back there. It won't even go that far now. So yeah, this figure, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. And mine has a really bad paint apps on the eye. Like you can see there's like a white or a flesh peachy color, right? You ain't gonna see it on there, but it's the eye that I keep trying to show you guys. But yeah, I'd like to see this dude again. I think, why not? I mean, they do like to give us, you know, Marvel now, and they give us classics. So there we go, man. That's the three that I'd like to see upgrades on. Because these three are still on my shelves, and they're like the only few that I have left remaining. You know, since Hasbro's been going crazy, that it hasn't really gotten a good proper upgrade lately. Like I said, this one is Hasbro. These are Toy Biz, but this is Hasbro. It was kind of Return to Marvel Legends, but there's a lot still to be desired on it. Sculpt for sure. Like, for one, this does not have ankle pivot at all, and that's something that's needed. It's got those old ball hinged joints, but on this one it's not as bad because they don't really stand out like they did on these here. Yeah, I mean, I think if they did this again today, you know, they would probably really knock it out of the park. And that goes with all of these, you know what I mean? So I'd definitely like to see that. And that's probably going to be it for now. I mean, just let's get some upgrades on these guys, right? Anybody agree with me on this? I'm sure you do. If you do agree, leave the comments below. Let me know what you think. And hopefully we get enough, you know, we bitch around enough about it, and, you know, sharing this video and stuff, maybe Hasbro will pick it up and see it and be like, hey, yeah, we do need to do those again. Yeah, good idea. Or it's probably already on their list of something to do anyways, you know, but I'm ready for it. Let's go. So, anyways, hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe for sure. As always, I'm MasterMarvel80 here on YouTube, and I will catch you guys later, man. Peace.